The Nevis Department of Education is hosting its 2023 STEM Week from Monday 22nd of May to Friday 26th of May with a number of activities planned. Joining us to discuss the week of activities and the importance of STEMs are John Williams, head of the STEM unit in the Department of Education, Tamicia Lestrade, project development officer, and Shona Hendrickson, mathematics coordinator. Gentlemen, ladies, welcome to GMSKN.
Welcome.
Good morning. Good morning.
Oh, all together. So
But
sweet.
let's dive into it. For those persons who are watching and see the acronym STEMS, can you just share with us what does the acronym STEMS stands for?
The STEM stands for Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics.
Okay.
So go ahead, Andre.
And I could understand for someone like myself who would have done chemistry and physics at the CSEC level, how does someone incorporate math per se in literature and say social studies? I'm fascinating to see how does this incorporated into literature and social studies.
That's an interesting question. Well, the truth is, as you are aware, all areas of life incorporate mathematics. In social studies, for example, as you study, for example, population development and all of these areas, of course, we look at the statistics that influence, for example, birth rates, death rates, and those types of things that are indicators for how we grow and develop in our societies. And so, of course, math is a critical component of almost any area you speak of.
Good stuff. So is this an annual event, Mr. Williams?
Well, it is. That is the hope. It is the first year. In fact, the STEM initiative.
Okay.
This is the first year. It's an initiative that we have put on board really to complement the implementation of the enhanced curriculum. I'm not sure if you're aware of that, but we looked at it as an approach that we could use to really foster the development of the 21st century skills in and for students and teachers. So that's really what the thrust is about. We are looking at it as a solution to addressing some of the challenges that we're seeing, for example, in interest and performance of students in areas like mathematics and science in schools. So the STEM project, as we're calling it, really was designed or is designed to give support to teachers and students in developing the skills that they need to really be competent in the emerging world that we're living in now. So STEM Week is the culmination of a year of promotion and sensitization about STEM here on the island. We really would have made an effort to give information to the general public, to educate our schools, or school leaders, teachers, and the like about STEM and the importance and benefits of it for them.
Interesting. Very good point there, Mr. Williams. But let me just bring in Tamicia into the discussion a bit. Tamicia, can you share with us what's the importance of STEM education in our schools?
Well, it is important because the school is that bridge between what the children are doing and the real world. And so in our schools, we would need our children to be fully equipped, because when they go out into the world of work, they need to be critical thinkers. They need to use their initiatives. They need to be a team player, so cooperation. They need to be able to communicate. They need to be able to do a whole lot of things, not just regurgitate information, but be able to hands-on. And so STEM is important because we develop a holistic individual to turn out into society.
Very well said indeed.
And Shona, it is your turn. What does the department hope the outcome of STEM Week would be?
Well, we hope that at the end of this, that our students would develop those skills that are necessary in terms of the different areas science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. We also hope that they are able to apply what they have learned in the classroom in the real world. So we are hoping to see the students are, using their skills that they have to be better students in our real world right now.
Interesting. And for all three of you, can you share with us your individual roles in organizing the STEM week?
Well, maybe I can start. Well, I think we've worked as a team.
Yes.
You even speak as a team. That's good.
Yeah. Of course, my role is to lead that team. So we would have really planned it together. Again, the plan is not begun not just as STEM week. There's a lot that would have happened prior. So, we really worked together to ensure that all of the activities that we have planned, and I guess we'll have an opportunity to tell you what those activities are in a while. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yes, indeed.
Yes, and so we work together. We had a little teamwork.
Yes.
As I said, teamwork makes the dream work.
Indeed.
Indeed it is. So Shona, I know this STEM activities will be taking place over there in Nevis, but does it include our school children here on the sister isle of St. Kitts as well, or is it just focused on Nevis schools?
Well, for now, we just focusing on Nevis schools.
Okay.
And what are the number? Go ahead, Mr. Williams.
No, I was just saying that we do have involvement from one or two institutions over on St. Kitts in terms of, for example, Ross. They will be joining us at the Expo, one of our activities for the week. So, and of course, one of our sponsors is also their main office is from in St. Kitts as well.
Okay.
And so that's First Federal Credit Union. They will be joining us as well.
Okay. And the number of schools that will be participating in this STEM event?
We have 13 schools, 14. Well, for our competition, for the STEM challenge, we have 10 primary schools and 3 secondary schools, both public and private. And for the STEM Expo, we have all the schools on the island, including preschools.
Oh, nice. We need to start from the little ones, indeed. So I'm glad they're included.
Yes.
Okay. And Tamicia, I noticed the date. The STEM week officially starts on the 22nd of May. So can you share with us the week? Can you share with us the week-long activities or some of the daily activities that will be shared to the public?
So on the 22nd, which is the Monday, we start off with the launch of STEM Week. And so we have officials and officers going out into the school, sharing a STEM message. We also have a STEM jingle that is going to be played and is playing currently in the public. I'm not too sure if you're familiar.
Yes.
I heard it. Who did that one? Mr. Williams?
No, I didn't. We had somebody, Roper, he's the one to be credited for that. He would have written the lyrics and dealt with the music for it as well.
Listen, it was awesome. It was well put together. Even if I had challenges in an area, say math, listening to that jingle will definitely taught me to embrace math a bit more.
That's great to hear. Excellent to hear.
Right. So, Tamicia, continue to share with us the week-long activities. Continue.
Yes. So we'll take that message to the schools along with our jingle, get the students excited about what is coming within the week. And then on Tuesday, we get all the teachers involved, and they're going to infuse mathematics into their subject areas. So all subject areas, I know you asked about literature earlier on, but you might have a scenario where somebody went to a supermarket and they talk about change and something of that nature. I don't know. But the teachers are going to be creative, and they're going to infuse mathematics within their lessons on the Tuesday. And then on the Wednesday, we are going to have our STEM challenge. I know Miss Hendrickson would have alluded to it before, but she can come back in and tell us a little bit about the difference, because the STEM challenge is going to be like one of those regurgitated quiz where you give the children the sheet of paper and they come back and tell you what you're putting there. It's going to be one with a difference. So I'm going to bring in Miss Hendrickson to give us a little bit more on the STEM challenge, and then I'll continue with the final activity for the week.
Thank you,
Shona, share with us. Yeah.
The STEM challenge, as we said, it's a competition with a difference. When we thought about it, we didn't want where we have the students route learning. We want them to be we wanted the challenge to be interactive, and that students can have fun at the same time.
Good stuff.
So the challenge is sponsored by First Federal Credit Union. That's our primary sponsor. It's going to be held on the Wednesday, as Tamicia mentioned. We have 2 segments, the primary and the secondary. Now, with our challenge, we are focusing on students from grades 4 to 6.
Okay.
We work as a team. So there would be 5 participants working as a team. They will be engaged in interactive performance tasks or challenges. Okay. And so they're going to work using what they have learned throughout the school year. So they're applying what they have learned throughout the school year in these different challenges.
Oh, nice.
So it's going to be fun. Something that they could enjoy and take away. And, even the persons in the audience, they also would be able to work at it and try to figure out what the answers are when they look at it.
Oh, man.
Interesting.
I wish I could do
just
that.
Listening to you and explaining it is fascinating, and eager to see the outcome of this one.
Yeah. Tamicia, you can continue with the...
Continue, Tamicia, with the week activities.
So on Thursday, it's our preparation day. All the schools are going to be involved in ensuring that they fine-tune all their projects and everything that they're going to display on the Friday. The Friday is the STEM Expo. That's the big day, the culminating day, and it's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome because we're going to be showcasing all the skills of our children, as well as we are going to be working in partnership with different businesses. We have about 16 businesses on board coming to display how STEM integrates into their businesses. So students will recognize the connection. Because, sometimes we go to a math class and we say, Mr. William, we're not going to use that in the world. Right? And so we are bringing the businesses so that they can understand when Mr. Williams comes to teach them something.
Exactly.
This is the application part. This is where it goes. So we are excited about it. We are going to have a lot of persons. But we know for sure we're going to have 100 and something persons present at the expo for sure, steadily.
Nice.
Because every tent will have students and teachers. And so we're inviting the general public to come on out. Please note, we're going to have a booth where you're going to be able to have lunch at that booth. So you don't want to say, well, I can't go down there in my lunch hour because nothing is going to be there to eat, just to watch. No, we're going to have food. We're going to have displays. We're going to have activities, and everybody likes prizes.
Yes.
I know Patency, you and Andre like prizes, right?
Yes, indeed,
So
indeed.
we like prizes, and so
Prizes
there will be a
and
lot
food.
of prizes. Yes, a lot of prizes to be won. And guess what? We're going to have hands-on activities. So you're going to be excited. You get to engage. You get to learn about STEM. And by the time you leave there, you're going to be singing STEM, right?
Indeed.
Celebrating the 21st skills. We want to encourage everybody to come on out. We want to say thank you to our heads, our PEO, our sponsors. Mr. Williams is going to tie it all up, and tell us about our sponsors for that big day. Yes, because I've been talking a lot. But I just want to give the excitement to the public to come on out.
Exactly, come on out.
Make sure that the children and teachers and the businesses that would be there feel the love and the support and their interest in what will be going on that day. So it promises to be a great event. So I want everyone to come on out.
You make me want to come over, but I have to work.
Yes, please do. We're extending an invitation. Bring your cameras and come over.
So the sponsors for the main sponsor for the Friday event, the expo, is Taiwan ICDF, and so we really grateful to them. Without them, I don't know that we would have been able to pull it off in the way that we are looking forward to it being executed. So something that we want to capture. The schools were challenged. There is a project challenge component. Schools they are going to be displaying evidence of their STEM learning throughout the year. But something else that is there is project competition. So schools were challenged to identify a problem either at their school or in the community, and identify a renewable energy solution to that problem. And so they would have been challenged to design a model, either partially or fully functional model to represent that solution. And so they will have those on display as well on the day. So we're looking forward to seeing what they've come up with. And as my colleagues have shared so much, so we're looking forward to the public being present as well to see what the school and the other businesses and so on have in place for us.
Awesome. And still with you, Mr. Williams, you all just mentioned a week long of activities, but of all the activities planned for the weeks, which one was the most difficult to plan?
There's probably a tie between the challenge and the challenge. I'll share here. The challenge is new. It was really something that we conceptualized. It's not something we've seen anywhere, and so we are still a little nervous, but we are excited about it. We think that it's something that the students really can learn from. We wanted to come up with something that one doesn't just target. Traditionally, we have competitions that target your quote unquote bright students, but we wanted something that could involve students at varied levels of competence, because we recognize that sometimes your students who are not necessarily the most academic, they're very good with their hands and they are
indeed.
And so on.
I like that.
So we wanted to come up with a model of a challenge that could have a mix of abilities and interests, and so we're hopeful that this is the first run at it. We think though that we've come up with something that is exciting. We think what we have is
so the outcome of this, I would ask. Sorry, go ahead, Mr. Williams.
No, I was just.
I can't hear you.
I'm going to indicate that for the Friday, of course, logistics and so on is very. Are you hearing me still?
Yes, I can hear you now. Yes. Oh, the internet seems to have a bit of issues. Yes, Mr. Williams,
are you hearing us?
Very clearly.
Okay, we may have lost you for a bit, so we're happy that you're back. So you can continue.
Okay, great. Right. So I was just indicating that on the Friday, the challenge is a little different. Challenges we had would have logistics and figuring out, who should we have present and how to best have them fit in terms of what they're offering to ensure that we have something that's really great for the public and the students to benefit from.
Right. And as we wrap this segment, ladies and gentlemen, this is your opportunity to just shout out, tell St. Kitts and Nevis why they should all come out and support STEM Week.
And you can also give them the beginning, the beginning time of the event.
Yes.
Okay.
I think the week would be a week of enjoyment. It's going to be a learning for us as well. I think that, when the community comes out, anybody comes out, they would learn from the different activities that we have in place. They would see where STEM education is needed. And they would also learn about the 21st century skills that they could apply so that students can survive in the outer world.
I like that.
Yes. Please permit me to say thank you also to our additional members of the team, because it's not the three of us.
Yes.
We can't do it by ourselves.
Okay.
Reed, Mr. Vogel, Mr. Otley. We had Mr. Liebert, but he's retired now, but he started the journey with us. I just want to say a shout out to them and thank you for all of your hard work. The team, you're a team. Remember, we started on that note. And so I'm excited. I'm excited because we're going to be able to demonstrate the link between the classroom and the real world.
Yes.
And that's what I'm most excited about, because then students are going to be keen now on doing the STEM subject areas because they can see the application part of it. I think sometimes they miss that. And so with the new enhanced curriculum, we're able to bridge that gap. And so I'm excited this week to just have the general public, the students, the teachers, everybody coming together to make this venture possible. And so I'm inviting everyone to come on out, and Mr. Williams will include in his final remarks the times of the events.
Please, go ahead.
Yes. So as my colleagues would have shared, we really are looking forward to people coming out. They will. I'm certain, benefit from seeing what our students are doing. That's one. Of course, we're at the foot of the journey, start of a journey in STEM. So it's just a sneak peek into what is to come. Because by next year, of course, we're hopeful that as we work with our teachers and students, the skill sets would grow and develop, and so of course we should see an even greater result from that. Now, in terms of start times, the Monday event is at the schools. That's just during the morning period, assembly time at the schools that will take place. The Tuesday, the Math Infusion Day, that's taking place throughout the day, as Ms. Lestrade indicated. The teachers will be simply embedding math into their lessons. On Wednesday, the start time for the event, the challenge, is at 9 a.m. That we'll have the opening ceremony and launch event. And at 9:30, we begin the challenge proper with the primary schools. And at 1 p.m., we have the secondary schools. On Friday, the event will run from 9 a.m. up until 4 p.m. in the afternoon.
And where would the Friday event be held?
Oh, thank you so much. Yes, both the Wednesday and the Friday event will be held at the Malcolm Gishad Recreational Park.
Okay.
Yes, on the Wednesday it's at the amphitheater. There's an amphitheater at the park. The challenge will be hosted there, so it's not indoors; it's an outdoor setup. And on the Friday, we'll also be hosting the expo on the grounds at the Malcolm Gishad Recreational Park.
Okay, good stuff.
Awesome. Well, Mr. Williams, Ms. Hendrickson, and Tamicia, we want to thank you so much for sharing information on STEM Week with us here on Good Morning SKN. And just listen to all three of you speak. We know the passion. We can hear the passion you all have for this project. And we wish you all nothing but the best. And we look forward for your continuation to work together to promote a prosperous federation here in St. Kitts and Nevis.
And after the events have been completed, you have to come back and tell us how it went.
Indeed.